Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Angelika Christie, your host of the show, Your Radiant Life After 45, Skills for Healthy, Happy and Wealthy Women. I show you how to design and enjoy your most radiant life after 45, not by chance, but by conscious and intelligent choice. With over 25 years of professional expertise and for example, as a naturopathic doctor and a Reiki master and relationship coach, and in so many areas that are really important throughout our life, but become even more important as we get a little bit older in our age. And together with my personal experience, because I'm not a spring chicken anymore, actually just a couple of days from now I will be 76. But that doesn't really matter. We can be brilliant, radiant and healthy until the last breath we take. And this is what makes me passionate about helping especially women to be radiant throughout their life. So if you like what you hear from me, please be my guest and be here with me every week at this time every Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So without further ado, let's begin. Because yesterday was the 22nd of April, and the 22nd of April is always a day when we not only celebrate, but become more aware of our beautiful Earth, the precious, amazing planet that is our home and that we are custodians of. So this year, of course, this is special because I have the opportunity to speak about the relationship of our environment to who we are, to our physical body. I have written a little book and still haven't published it, and the title is Why You Must Love Your Body. I put the title in here because I will talk a little bit about probably 4 or 5 different episodes about why you must love your body. And today, because yesterday was Earth Day, I would like to speak about the 4 elements of our body and how it relates to the elements in our environment. So just close your eyes for a moment and tune into the 4 elements of our planet. Because our body is deeply rooted within the 4 elements of our planet. And these elements are, of course, the element of earth, the element of water, the element of air, and the element of fire. So your body is made of and was born into these elements. And you may ask, why is it important to know this, and how can this knowledge help me? I'm so happy you ask. So let us discover each of these elements and how they relate to each other, which is of course important because every part of you, your physical body, is made up of these 4 elements. Okay, let's begin. So let's start with the element of Earth, the Earth element. Not the entire planet Earth, but her ground, her soil, and the nutrients she provides. How does it relate to our body? The flesh of your body is made of the Earth element. Yes. For example, your bones, the cartilage, your hair, your nails, your teeth are made of the minerals of the earth. The earth's minerals provided what was necessary for your body to grow from the very beginning of your life, even when you were still in your mother's womb. And all through your life, up until your last moment, your connection to the earth element is vital, is a vital part of your existence. I want you to take a moment to reflect on your deep bond to the earth element and maybe create a new awareness and a renewed gratitude. So close your eyes for a moment and just go into the feeling of your physical body. Visualize your flesh, visualize the organs, visualize your bones, visualize the cartilage of your bones, the ligaments. Everything is made of the earth element. Take a deep breath. And now go from the bottom of your head all the way down. Visualize every part of your face and how it is connected to the earth element. Visualize that your eyes, your bone structure, your teeth, your jaw, your ears, they're all made of and have within them the earth's minerals. And then go down your chest, your lungs, your heart, your stomach, your intestines, your spine, your entire spine, your hips, your thighs, the muscles in your body, your legs, your knees, your feet. Every part of your physical body is made of the earth element. Yes. Can you feel it? Can you really feel it? Take another big breath and say thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, minerals of the earth. Thank you, earth element, for building my body, my physical body, from the very beginning in my mother's womb. And help me to honor it and to give it the right nutrients so it stays vibrant and strong and healthy. Yes. Good, good. Okay, so let us go into the next element. Let us now go into the water element. We know that the largest mass on our planet Earth is water. Sometimes I believe we should call it a water planet rather than Earth as the planet Earth. It is really, I believe it's about 80% of our Earth is water. So, and would you believe that in our physical body it's the same thing? Our physical body is made of about 80% of water. Even before anything existed on our planet, on land, life already evolved and multiplied in the vast oceans and all kinds of water. It started in the oceans. I'm not too sure when rivers were born. They were, of course, when the earth was in this incredible building phase where volcanoes came up and spewed out earth and rocks and rubble. The earth was built then, and from there I believe rivers came as well. But anyway, the ocean was our original environment. You and I, we came from it. And therefore, the water element is still predominant in our body. And where? For example, from the fluids within and around your cells, everywhere in your body, to the lymph fluid, the blood in your cardiovascular system, your urine, your teardrops are all part and deeply connected to the water element. And the wisdom of your body knows how to perfectly regulate and keep a perfect balance within the different fluids within your body system. Isn't this incredible? Isn't this so outrageously intelligent that we could never design it? It has come from the divine mind of God, who created everything, including you and me and everything and every other person and everything in our planet and in the entire universe. Coming back to where water is needed, is in our body, and is also very, very much needed for our body to function. For example, we forget that especially the brain needs to be properly hydrated. Yes, the brain. Why? Because the billions of electric pulses, the electronic pathways, the everything that happens in our brain, the electric pulses of your nervous system can only be received in billions of nanoseconds within a fluid, an environment of fluid, right? It could not be carried out, its countless commands from the brain, without the water. And even though we are unaware of this, why are we unaware of this? Because all of this happens automatically. It happens at warp speed in our cellular system. What is also very interesting is that all of the water on our planet, including the water that circulates within your body, has been here since the birth of our planet Earth. Think about this for a moment. The water you use from the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, or any water that resides in your body is billions of years old. Yes. So can you imagine that what circulates within your body right now is actually billions of years old? I know this is probably a subject that we can say so much about it, and there is a lot of scientific research of it, of course, but what it is kind of a little bit simple but easy when you remember that the Earth is a part of the entire universe, but we are contained. So the water on our planet, this is also the water within us, never really goes anywhere. It is constantly recycled and recycled and recycled, and so it is in our body as well. Just take that as something that maybe you want to look up or find out more about it. So reflect on this for a moment with awe and gratitude. Visualize your blood, your lymph fluids, your cellular fluids, and your urine, your tears, your saliva, your perspiration. All are deeply connected to the earth, to the water element, and are very similar to the water in our oceans. The consistency, the minerals in it are very, very, very similar. Whatever is in ourself, in our body as fluid, has almost the same consistency as what is in the oceans. I find this so extraordinary. And of course, where I live, I have the pleasure of walking the beach and being in the ocean quite a bit. And it is with such gratitude when I go into the ocean that I feel my body lifted, because there is a buoyancy there, and supported and surrounded by this incredible fluid, the water, the ocean water, and I know how ancient it is. It is with such gratitude that we have this beautiful planet as our home. Yes? Okay, take a deep breath and become more aware and have more gratitude for the water element. So we talked about the earth element, the water element was the second one we talked about. Now let's talk about the fire element. Yes, the fire element. We are not only speaking about the fire when we strike a match here, or the fire that nature maybe creates with lightnings, electronic storms and lightning flashes from the sky. What I want you to visualize and connect with now is the radiance and the warmth from the sun. And the warmth you feel within your body right now. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and feel the warmth within your body. How is this generated? Where does it come from? Well, warmth is generated through friction. Our sun is an enormous gas and fireball. It's a star. And you feel the heat of the sun when the photons from the sun ray hit Earth's density, dense atmosphere first, but then it travels and it reaches your skin. It reaches you. So it warms you up. The same photons are within your body. Actually, those photons are also found within your physical body. And they too move and create warmth through friction. And of course also through chemical processes within your 50 billion cells that your body is made of. It may be 60 billion. I don't think anybody knows exactly what it is, but it is in that range, 50 or 60 billion of cells of your body. And each and every cell of your body is intelligent. It has the divine coding. I'm going off the track now. This is kind of more of a scientific and spiritual memory that our body has. But without the fire element, the light and heat it generates, no life on our planet would be possible. And your body's wisdom knows how to regulate the range of temperature. It's always trying for the perfect equilibrium. Isn't the fire element awesome in its incredible capacity? Yes or yes? I mean, we know that there is a range of heat at which we are healthy, right? When we get too cold, when we go in Fahrenheit under 92 or so, we are much too cold, our body is not functioning. And when we go too high, 102, 104, then we are running a fever. So we have, there is something that is wrong in our body. But the body tries to self-regulate. It tries to bring itself into the perfect range of warmth. I don't want to say heat, even though it is heat, but we feel it as warmth. So intelligent. So reflect on the fire element for a moment with awe and with gratitude, because you may have never thought about it in this way, that it is this fire element that comes from the sun, exists on our planet, and exists. Everything that lives on our planet needs warmth and needs the sun, the light of the sun and the warmth of the sun in order to flourish. And that includes us. So be grateful and be in awe and awareness of the fire element. All right, and so we have covered now the earth element, the water element, and the fire element. And now let us come to the air element. Because now let's just go right into the air element. The air element gave you life as soon as you were disconnected from your mother's umbilical cord. You don't remember that, but your body does, because it was, first of all, a tremendous shock. You screamed, probably, not all babies scream, but most scream because you had to take your first breath. And with your first breath, that opened up your lungs, because before that you were breathing water, and you did not drown in the water, it was fine. But after you were born and disconnected from your mother, you had to take your first breath, independent. Your independent life started right there. Your life will end with the last breath you take. That's a fact. You can live without food, probably for months. You can live without water for days, maybe a week, maybe even 2 weeks, but probably not for longer. You can live without heat for hours until your body goes into such deep freeze that everything stops. But you can only live without air for minutes. Isn't that amazing how important air is to our body? And something else that I found very interesting is you cannot, I don't want to talk about suicide, but it's just an interesting fact that you can kill yourself, of course, but you cannot kill yourself by stopping your breath. Your body will not allow it unless you put a plastic bag over your head. But you cannot stop it by not breathing. There will come a moment when you don't breathe, where your body overrides your mind, your desire, your emotions. It will breathe because this is what it has to do in order to live. And it will not allow you to kill yourself by not breathing. Isn't that interesting? I find it very comforting as well. The air element has been swirling around our planet for billions of years, even though it was the last element to be created and evolved through the synthesis between the fire element and the water element, which created oxygen. And the right mixture of the lesser elements was formed that allowed higher evolution in the water to develop and then eventually move on to the land. So the air you breathe now has changed only slightly since the first mammals arrived on land, on our planet. The air you inhale at this moment is ancient too. We talked about the water that is ancient, but the air is ancient too. It is renewed and cleansed constantly by the air element, with the help of the water element in our oceans and the fire element of our sun. And since the clouds in the sky consist of water vapor and droplets, they too are parts of the water element. And our weather, and this is what is so incredible on our planet, the constant exchanging and developing and redeveloping, and nothing gets ever lost. Nothing gets ever lost. It just becomes the new one, and it regenerates and regenerates. So I want you to reflect for a moment on the air element. And I want you to take a few long breaths with awe and gratitude for the air element. So let us maybe together breathe. Whenever you do a breathing exercise, always start with the exhalation. Exhale first, and then inhale, filling your belly first, and then your lungs. And then the tip of your lungs with air. And then exhale and allow the air to leave your body from the top to the bottom. And your diaphragm contracts at the end until the last breath has left your body. And when you inhale, let your diaphragm expand and bring the air in all the way. Because babies breathe perfectly. And you see their bellies rising and flattening and rising and flattening. They don't breathe in their chest, they breathe in their belly. We, and especially women, sometimes forget to do this, and we breathe more in our chest, which brings more anxiety to us, which does not give us which does not activate the parasympathetic nervous system. There is the sympathetic and the opposite, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. I finally got it right. I may need a little water here to hydrate my brain, right? I talked about this. This is important. The sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. You can activate your parasympathetic nervous system with your breath by deep breathing from your diaphragm. Okay? So give thanks to the gift of air. So as a conclusion, we come to the close of this awareness that I shared with you today. But becoming aware of the harmony and the synergy of the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, and the air within nature and within your own body. And each one of these 4 elements has been part of all life throughout the existence of our planet. Because, as I said before, nothing ever gets lost, but gets only recycled. And there is no breath of air, no drop of water that is new on our planet. Reflect on this for a moment and feel the gratitude for the wisdom and the intelligence of your body within the divine circle to cleanse, renew, and sustain itself without adding or deducting anything from our planet. Of course, we have taken this so much for granted that we don't even think about it anymore. And then we have been adding so many man-made synthetic things. And that's why our environment has such a hard time to recycle and renew itself. And we need to help Mother Earth to do this, just as we need to help our own physical body in its recycling, that whenever we have a pick out day or we did not give it the same, the perfect nutrients in our food, then the way we cleanse is through fasting, right? So that the body can renew itself and get rid of everything that it doesn't want or that is harmful. And then we make better choices. And it is the same with the earth. It constantly replenishes itself. So take a moment to recognize how you are intrinsically connected to all parts of these 4 elements within your body, that you also experience outside of your body, within your daily living environment. And by becoming more conscious of this tremendous gift, you will never take the presence of the 4 elements for granted again. The more love and appreciation you feel, the more you receive in return, keeping you healthy and in harmony. Say loud or silent to yourself now, the wisdom and unlimited supply of the air element, the fire element, the earth element, and the water element are around me and within me today. I honor and give thanks in gratitude for their life-sustaining and healing energy in my life. And this is the end of the time that we have together. But I hope that this has been valuable for you. And from now on, you may be so much more aware of not only the elements outside of your body, but also the elements within your body. So I say goodbye for now, and you are going to hear the next part of it next Saturday. Until then, bye-bye for now.